Hey everyone, this is Blackhawk SE, and in this video, we're going to quickly go over the major announcements and events that took place at MechCon 2016 uh, that just ended yesterday. We're going to focus on the upcoming changes and releases for 2017 and beyond because the December patch notes are going to come out soon, so it's kind of useless to speculate on those changes. Probably the biggest announcement during MechCon was MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, a single player game that is being developed by PGI and scheduled to be released in 2018. This is based on the Unreal Engine. It's going to have really nice graphics, as you can see from this gameplay demo here. This is also pre-alpha, as you saw from the watermark. This is going to be it's going to be running in parallel with MechWarrior Online and the Battletech game that HBS is developing. So we're going to have potentially three different games kind of active at the same time, official games at least, active at the same time. And fourth, if you can count MechWarrior Living Legends and maybe other games. So looks to be quite promising, and this is something that people have been asking for a long time. So uh, it's a good thing that it's going to satisfy a lot of people in the BattleTech community where they'd rather just kind of chill out and not have to deal with the online aspect of BattleTech. And here we see EMP Imperial wins the MechWarrior Online 2016 World Championships with their win over Eon Synergy, the EU team. They win $86,000 divided between at least 8 different players. So that's probably a maximum of 10K per team, which is a pretty good chunk of money in my opinion, but not really enough to live on, unfortunately. And that's kind of unlike other games, competitive games, players can actually live off of it and make a lot of money off of it. And I really wish that MechWarrior Online can maybe provide a full-time income for some of these very, very dedicated players who spend hours and hours every day training. So congratulations to EMP, congratulations to Eon Synergy and 228 Wild Ones at over in Oceanic. Fantastic job. But yeah, I wish these guys can get more for their dedication and hard work. So we're gonna have two new game modes. Well, a revamped assault game mode and a new game mode called Escort, which the goal is to protect the Atlas. Escort is gonna come out, I believe, in December, so it's gonna come out pretty quick. Assault is coming out in 2017. I want to talk about both modes because, especially maybe the Escort mode, because I think there's gonna be some balance issues with that. Uh, Assault looks pretty nice from what it looks like. You have kind of more or less symmetrical objectives, and it's potentially going to provide more role warfare than what we already have, which is nearly non-existent in MechWarrior Online right now. So kind of excited about that, but Escort might be kind of you're probably gonna see balance issues and fixes that's probably going to be incoming in 2017, at least from the start. The other thing that we heard about from PGI was there is going to be a new skill tree. So the old skill tree, with all the efficiencies, the basic, elite, and master efficiencies, and all the modules are actually going to go away. So they're going to refund all the mech and GXP that you've spent on the module and skill unlocks, and they're going to refund all the C bills that players have been spending all these years on these unlocks, which can be good, bad. There's definitely some balance issues that I see with this. Particularly, I think the weaker mechs in the game will probably need better skill unlocks. So hopefully they do it. I don't know exactly what's the motivation behind it because like the current skill tree and works and the quirks actually they need tweaks, but in general I feel that they're okay. So maybe some of the weaker mechs need better quirks, and there's some skills in the skill tree that's kind of useless. So, but they're going to replace all of that. That's coming out in 2017, And at the minimum, it's going to lead to a lot more playtime for players to try to figure out what skills they're going to need. So, and hopefully they address balance issues quickly. The final point in this video I want to talk about is the Roughneck 65-ton IS heavy mech that's actually created completely by PGI. It's not part of the existing Battletech lore. I think it's okay. Some people are going to have problems with it, but um, I'm okay with it because I think PGI has been part of the BattleTech universe, and they have the license, and they've been part of the BattleTech universe for the last what, like 4 years now. So I think it's time for them to maybe add some content themselves. Well, other than the variants that they've already created, add some content and maybe add some mechs themselves into the lore. So it's it's reasonable, and from the looks of it, um, it's going to be it might be nice, depending on where the weapon mounts end up being. So it's not really clear from all the artwork that you're seeing that every single weapon is going to be high mounted. You see like some high mounted ballistic and high mounted missile. You got like the head laser in some of them, but if you have maybe a bunch of energy high mounts, and then in addition to that ballistic high mount, then this can be a pretty good mech. I do want to take the opportunity right now to show the MechWarrior Online World Championship 2016 client before I lose access to it, which should be, I guess it should be pretty soon. But our team participated, my team participated in the World Championships casually, and so we had a good time, and you can see some of our gameplay videos, in my channel. But the client overall is very similar to the standard client, but with a few changes. So I'll kind of show you right here. So once you've logged into the client, you see a very familiar interface, and really, I'll try to summarize all the differences here. First of all, you're stuck in Tier 5. There is no PSR in this. There is no quick play in this client at all, so you're forever stuck in Tier 5. You had at the beginning we had something like 250 premium days or whatever, so that you can set up your private lobbies. We had something like 2 million MCs and like 2 billion C bills to play around with, so you can buy any mech customization, any hero mechs that you might need. So for example, I think like the oxides were used in some of the matches, so you could buy like these hero mechs, all the hero mechs that you need. And all the skills for every mech are unlocked, and so are all the modules. So, for example, if you wanted to pilot a MWOWC, everything is just mastered out already for you, so you don't have to deal with any of that. One of the really cool things you can do with access to the client is that after the tourney was over for us, I used it to buy and test out mech builds that I wasn't sure about without spending C bills on my real account. So, for example, when I was doing my Hunchback 2C videos, I could go in here and put the 4-ear ML Gauss build on the Hunchback 2C C variant before committing to the chassis on my actual accounts. So it turned out this build wasn't really that good, so I didn't have it in that video. So you can set up private lobbies in here as well, because you have that premium time to test out random stuff just with your teammates, which is also kind of cool. And I really wish they had this feature, at least this kind of mech building feature in the actual client. And a lot of people have suggested it, and I really think they should really implement that. So the client build is also stuck in May 2016, when the Kodiak was first introduced. This is before the Ghost Heat fix and the UAP nerfs, so the Quad 10's KDK3 is still one of the strongest builds in this client. In fact, Team Imperial carried this build all the way to the end of the tourney.
Heat level critical.
You also see Terra Therma being here, the old Terra Therma being here as well. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe for more informative videos like this one, including in-depth mech analysis and build guides. So take care and see you next time.